everyone, it's me Ghost Girl again, and I'm here with you guys for another video. Now today I'm going to be reacting to a quiz that I've seen on the internet last night. Now it is a spooky Halloween kind of quiz, and I know we're only into May, but I was looking at ideas for Spookfest, and cause I need to come up with ideas soon, and I haven't really come up with any ideas yet. So I just seen this week quiz and I thought it would be good for just a quiz to do since I'm doing these reaction videos now. So I'm gonna do this fun wee Halloween spooky quiz because I just felt in the mood for it. So anyway guys, I'm gonna get on with the video now. So here we go, question 1. If you have a morbid fear of Halloween, you suffer from Wiccaphobia, Samhainophobia, these are very long words, I'm not even sure if I can read them, Nysotophobia or Phanthophobia, Wiccaphobia, that sounds like fear of witches. It could be any of them, to be honest with you. I'm gonna go with that one. Right, let's reveal the answer. Oh yeah, that is the right one. Don't know how to do it, I just do it. The origin of the name of this phobia can be found in Samhain, the Celtic name for the festival of summer's end, which is known as Halloween. That's interesting. I know in paganism they celebrate Ostara, which comes from that, and it's like we celebrate it around the same time as Halloween, and yeah, Halloween's a pagan celebration. That's where Halloween comes from, is paganism. Okay, so Universal Studios was famous for its monster movies in the 1930s, but which of these was released last? Frankenstein starring Boris Karloff, Dracula starring Bela Lugosi, The Invisible Man starring Claude Rains, The Mummy starring Boris Karloff. Well, I think The Invisible Man was a film. I remember my granddad saying that he remembers that coming out. I think the original, there've been that many Dracula movies made, but I'm sure the original is like really old. Frankenstein. Yeah, that book's been around since the 1800s. I could be wrong, but I'm gonna go for The Mummy. I'm sure that's quite a modern film, unless I'm thinking of something else. But if any of you guys ever seen the Mummy films, you'll know what I'm going on about. They're really good. Although I didn't like the most recent Mummy film with Tom Cruise. I think that was really bad. So I'm gonna go for The Mummy. No, it's The Invisible Man, okay. The Invisible Man was released in 1933 Dracula came first in February 1931 and Frankenstein followed in November of that year. The Mummy was released in 1932. Right, okay, didn't know that. I thought The Mummy was like that series with the guy in the desert and the lassie, and then there's like 3 of them, and I think in the final, the sequel, they have a kid, and then there's the 3rd one where the kid grows up. There must have been an older version of that then. When did Starbucks first introduce the pumpkin spice latte? Oh, God knows, they've been going on about pumpkin spice lattes for years. I've never heard of anyone in Scotland drinking them though. I think it was Britney Spears that kind of popularised all that though, wasn't it? Like, she started drinking like all these fancy drinks out of Starbucks and Costa and all the coffee shops, and she made it really popular. I think it's around about 2001 to 3. I'm gonna go with 2001, just because. Maybe 2003. I'm gonna go with that. 2003. Yep, 2003. The pumpkin spice latte was introduced in 2003. Originally, the drink didn't contain any pumpkin at all, though since 2015 a small quantity of pumpkin puree has been introduced into the ingredients. So what was in it then if it wasn't pumpkin? Was it just flavouring, like syrup? Oh, that's gross. There are areas in Canada where teenagers are banned from going trick-or-treating. True or false? Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if it was true. Where I was brought up, there was like not a lot of stuff for like teenagers to do. Like, I'm in my 20s and there's not a lot of stuff for me to do. In fact, there's not a lot of stuff to do in Stirling, like, full stop. So, yeah, I remember on Halloween as a teenager, it was really hard because there wasn't much to do. I think I went to a party once when I was 14, and actually this is quite a funny story. I remember me and my mate, we were on our way to a party and we seen my ex-best friend, who was actually we were still friends at the time, and she was still going guysing at the time, and everyone else had like grown out of it, and we literally my mate, he was dressed as a vampire and I was dressed as a goth, and we walked past her and she literally had like a giant baby glove on, like, you know, those all-in-one baby gloves that the babies wear. She literally was cutting about with one of them on, a pair of Ugg boots, and like the baby things that the babies wear. I don't know what they're called, but it's like got like the wee frills on top and then it's got the ribbon underneath and you tie it. Yeah, she had one of them on, and I just remember seeing her, and I remember we got a good chuck out of that because it was like she was cutting about in like a baby's clothes and she was like a teenager, so she basically just looked like a giant baby. And I think she seen us and I think she got like really embarrassed. But I think being a teenager and living in Scotland is just horrendous because there's nothing for teenagers or young people to do, and it's awful. Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if this was true. Aye, it is true. Bathurst, New Brunswick has a bylaw threatening to fine up to $200, which is £120 for people over the age of 14 taking part in door-to-door solidating. Additionally, face no disguises and banned after 7 p.m. on the 31st of October. Absolute killjoys, I know that. They are killjoys. It must be a really religious cult area or something. Yeah, I don't get that. I'd hate to live there, like, seriously. Sounds worse than where I live. So, this says, before pumpkins became the traditional jack-o'-lantern of today, which vegetable was originally carved? Potato, swede, cabbage, or turnip? I think it's turnip because I remember doing, I think at school it was, we had to do, it was like a Halloween quiz, and one of the things it was talking about was jack-o'-lanterns, and I'm sure it's a turnip. Yeah, it's a turnip. The jack-o'-lantern is said to have originated in Ireland and was traditionally carved from a turnip. The jack-o'-lantern is said to be derived from the legend of Stingy Jack, yeah, I remember this, who is he supposed to have tricked into paying for his drink. Satan, a local witch, a king, his brother. Oh, it's definitely Satan because I remember learning about this story at school. Yep. Stingy Jack is meant to have convinced Satan to pay for his drink, by Satan becoming a coin. Having turned himself into money, Jack then puts Satan in coin form into his pocket, which already contained a crucifix. The power of the crucifix keeps Satan frozen as money. This is going on about the Simpsons horror episodes. I remember watching these all the time as a kid and loving them. Every Halloween they used to play the Simpsons horror episodes on Sky One on the telly. Don't know about you guys if you've ever watched that, but I used to enjoy them as a kid. So in what year was the first Simpsons Halloween special episodes Treehouse of Horror broadcasted? 1989, 1990, 1991 or 1992? But it's definitely not the 80s because I don't think Simpsons was around back then. It's definitely the 90s. I'm gonna go with 1991. No, it's 1990. Didn't realise it was as old as that though. The Treehouse of Horror episodes featured Bad Dream House and The Raven, as well as introducing aliens Kang and Kados and Hungry Are the Damned. It was broadcasted as part of the second season of The Simpsons on the 25th of October 1995. So that's interesting. Right. In what town associated with Bram Stoker's Dracula do goths gather for a weekend near Halloween? That's bizarre. I've never heard of that before in my life. Whitstable, Whitney, Whitchurch, Whitby. I think Whitby's a town in England. Whitney, that's the name of a person. Whitchurch. Is that not an area in London? No. which stable? I don't know, I'm just gonna guess, say that one. I've not got a clue. No, it's Whitby. What? Okay, I didn't know that. I only knew about the Dracula's castle in Transylvania and that Romania. I didn't know there was a place in England that was associated with Dracula. It's Whitby, where Bram Stoker's Dracula character first arrived in England. Whitney, on the other hand, is David Cameron's formula continuity. You can insert your own vampire punchline. Oh yeah, David Cameron, he was one of the previous Prime Ministers of Britain, and you could see he was a bit of a vampire. And which of these Michael Jackson songs features his sister Janet on duet duties? Thriller, Ballad on the Dance Floor, Scream, Ghost. Oh yeah, Michael Jackson, he's a bit freaky himself. He's done a lot of freaky songs. I'm trying to remember what Janet Jackson looked like when she was younger. She's been on RuPaul's Drag Race a few times, but I think it's Thriller. I've never seen the video for Scream, and I don't remember a woman on Ghost. Blood on the Dance Floor, I don't know. I've not seen the music video for that either. But the only story I can remember like a woman being in is Thriller. No, it's Scream. I don't think I've heard that song before. Jackson's 1995 single Scream features his sister on vocals. The guest star on Thriller was horror actor Vincent Price. Right, apple bobbing is said to date back to Roman times. In folklore, if a girl slept with an apple, she'd bob under her pillow. She would dream of her happiest memories, her first child, her future career, or her future lover. Well, I don't think it's future career. Maybe her future lover? Don't know about happiest memories. I think it's either that one or that one. But I'm gonna go with this. Yeah, her future lover. The dream was said to reveal who would become the girl's lover. In another variation of this theme, it was said that the girls can see their future partner by hanging white sheets in front of the Halloween fire. This sounds like a health and safety nightmare, to be honest. Yeah, it kinda does. Could you imagine if putting a sheet in front of a fire and it's setting on fire? No, who's been set ablaze? I can kind of imagine that. In 1978, movie Halloween. Is that how old that film is? Jeez, oh. They're still making them today, that's mental. The villain's trademark appearance was made by adapting and painting a £1.98 mask. That's so sketchy. Of a famous person. Which person? Jimmy Carter, William Shatner, Richard Nixon, or John Lennon? Well, I've never actually seen Halloween before, so I don't actually know, but I'm gonna go with Nixon. No, it was William Shatner. I don't even know who that is, to be honest. It was a math of Captain Kirk. Don't really know who that is, but anyway. The eyes were widened and the skin repainted that chased teenagers all through the classic low-budget slasher movie. Well, it was definitely low budget if they paid only £1.98 for the mask. In 1992, the BBC terrified the British nation with Ghostwatch, a scripted drama that appeared to be a live transmission from a haunted house, but which veteran broadcaster presented it alongside Mike Smith and Sarah Green? Oh, I've got no idea. Michael Parkinson, David Dimby, Jeremy Paxman, John Humphreys. No idea, I'm just going to guess randomly. Michael Parkinson. Don't really know who that is, but anyway. Have you ever heard of the Monster Mash? Well, obviously, it's one of the most famous Halloween songs ever. Yes, real. No, the 1962 Monster Mash by Bobby Boris Pickett and the Crypt Kickers was a hit and has become a Halloween playlist staple. However, it's quite clear from the lyrics that Pickett is describing monsters dancing to another song. Indeed, the song ends with inviting you around to listen to it so that you can mash. What? Oh god, Adam, very poor. You got 6 out of 13, so I got about half. Well, at least you tried to keep it out real. So anyway guys, that is the quiz that I did. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was quite long, but I think these videos are going to be quite long. I mean, reaction videos tend to be quite long, but I hope you enjoyed this video. That is everything from me today. If you did, then please like this video, comment down below, subscribe, and click on that notification bell so that you'll be notified when my next videos come out. Goodbye!